back from Tolantongo, and we were told that it was an amazing place, and do we agree?
Yeah, actually, it superseded all of, I don't know if I'm using that word right. It's super, and it exceeded all of my expectations. It was really above and beyond one of the coolest places that I've ever seen with regard to nature and water and nature.
Okay, so from Puebla to Tolantongo,
yeah,
it's a little over a 4-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew Tolantongo was going to be beautiful because I've seen pictures and I've heard recommendations. But I was really impressed with how scenic the drive was. Like we went through some like little town kind of areas.
Yeah,
right?
We're a fan of little towns, the little pueblitos.
Yeah, with like all these amazingly hardworking farmers.
That was a really cool thing. Yeah, so we saw irrigation ditches that had running water in them, and they had these causeways that you could shut like a dam and open, and they were opening and shutting them and watering their fields. That was really cool. Yeah. Yeah,
and then you get more up in the mountains, and you just have these like cliff views of like scenic.
Very beautiful, very dangerous. You could die by falling off of the cliff. You just gotta be careful. Tip number 117.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Yeah, so that's true.
Yeah.
And then most of the path was paved, and a lot of the path was curvy. So if you get motion sick.
Yeah, depending on which route you take.
Okay.
We can talk about that.
Aren't they all pretty? Wouldn't you have to wind the road down? Or
no, I'm talking about the pavement.
Okay.
Because when we came home, we took like 25 to 30 miles of gravel and rock, like driving on a mountain through the mountains, which was really cool, but was not our paved road.
Yes, so that's true. So there are two different routes, but you will for sure have to drive on unpaved road.
Yeah.
So be sure you have a car that can handle.
Yeah, has relatively good shocks and suspension. But with the windiness, I think Miko, you're going to mention about
take some medicine.
Yeah, if you are prone to not homesickness. What's that called? Motion sickness. Then take some medicine.
Yes. Yeah. So that was the adventure there. We made sure we had plenty of snacks.
You like it? He's having mango enchilada.
And we had some movies ready for the kids to watch because it's 4 hours in the car. So we also recommend be prepared with some stuff they want to eat and with something that they can do toward the end of the trip. Just video at the end.
Yeah, you can play games with them too or have them draw something on the rocky road.
That's true. That'd be a
what are you drawing there?
So we did. We made it to Tolantongo and it was worth it.
Yeah, and it's the 4 hours not necessarily because of the distance, but you're going windy, so you just can't go fast.
Or else you'll fall off the cliff.
Or you'll die.
Which was our tip. Don't die.
Yep.
Okay, so we have made our way down the windy road, and then 2 large entrance gates appear in front of us.
One will take you to the further down where there's a hotel and some
pools,
the positas, which of the thermal waters, which is super cool. And the other one will take you more into where the river is and the underwater cave. To get in either one, you have to pay an entrance fee.
Okay. And at the gate, you pay admission. Right?
Yeah, and they give you the tickets, and they'll check if you leave later. In order to get back in, you have to bring your ticket. Otherwise, they'll charge you again. And that admission is
$140 a day.
Yeah, 140 pesos, which with the current exchange rate is around $7, $7.50, something like that.
Each day, and you need to pay for kids 5 and up.
Yeah, I don't remember, but they don't give you too much leeway with kids because kids are gonna get in there and have fun. Like babies you wouldn't pay for, but kids you would.
And then you pay $20 a day for
20
parking.
pesos a day.
I'm sorry.
$20 would be ridiculous.
20 pesos a day for parking, which is like $1 a day for parking.
Yes, correct.
So you'll pay that at the gates. We chose to go the left side. We actually didn't know we were making a choice, to be completely honest, but we happened to go the left side, which took us to Las Grutas Hotel.
Yes.
And to the river and to the caves and the tunnels. Las Grutas, right?
We did not have a reservation at Las Grutas Hotel.
You cannot have a reservation.
Because you don't make reservations because they don't have reception down there. So you are off the grid. I mean, you might have reception, but they don't have Wi-Fi or anything like that.
Our cell phones worked, but we didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so what you do is, and the policy is, you show up, and it's a pretty big hotel. It's nothing super fancy, but it's nice, and the views are beautiful. And if they don't have something available right then, they put you on a wait list until checkout time is. And then you go back at like 2:30 p.m. and you're like, hey, do I have a room? And hopefully you do.
They had 3 kinds of rooms. They had a single occupancy, double, and triple, which means 1 double bed, 2 double beds, or 3 double beds.
Double bed or matrimonial?
Matrimonial in
A
Spanish,
normal
but I'm
size
pretty sure
bed.
it's called double because it's not as big as a queen. So it's a double. Anyway, so you can fit up 2 people, 4 people, or 6 people in those rooms.
Yes.
And so exactly, you need to get on the wait list. You need to bring cash because they don't have
you can't pay
credit
with
card
card.
terminals that work down there.
Yep.
So bring enough cash for that. So you want to for sure go to a hotel
And that's not the only there are multiple hotels in there. We just happened to go to that one because it was the closest to the river and first one we saw.
Positives about that hotel that we felt like. It's near the river, which the river is open the latest. It's open till 10 o'clock at night. And so when kids were sleeping, Justin and the kids, the older
when
kids.
the babies were asleep, I took the older 2 kids down.
Back down to the river.
We got in the river.
And had like a night swim, which was fun.
Yeah.
And then also early in the morning, he was able to just walk over and take some cool drone footage for y'all of the tunnels and the caves. And so definitely we liked that part of it.
And we're back. So, apart from the hotels,
about some food.
let's talk about the food. Yeah, there are a few restaurants. Cut. There are a few restaurants within Tolantongo.
There's one right up by the hotel called Las Palomas, and they had more like real full dishes. You know, some meat, some beans, some rice, some salad kind of dishes. I would say average is about 150. Yeah.
I didn't get a salad.
I had a salad. You didn't even get a meal. I had 100. It was about 150 pesos on average for each meal, so $7-8 meal. So it definitely isn't like a really cheap place to eat there. But then
it's not
down,
super expensive either.
That's true. Down closer to the river, there's the Cocina Económica, which you could buy like quesadillas or sopas.
Sopes. You could have sopas too, but not down there. They didn't have sopas.
No, I meant to say sopes.
Oh,
sopes, tlacoyos. So just kind of more like finger food, like taco style.
Yeah, it was much more económica.
Yeah, so those are the restaurants that we were able to see on our side, and I think that's it for restaurants on the Grutas side.
Yeah, they did have a few tienditas, little small stores, convenience stores where you could buy drinks. If you are a drinker, you could buy beer and stuff there.
And you could buy groceries. Like
groceries, yeah, exactly. Stuff that you could carry back to your room. Yeah, kind of thing.
Our first stop, after we got there, was the river. El Rio. Hard for my tongue to do. El Rio.
You gotta say, El Rio Grande.
We made it. We're in Tolantongo, and we're gonna go check out. Apparently, there's multiple waters. We're gonna go check this one out first. The group is excited. We're all ready to go. And today, my little sister Chisa and her fiance Doran are with us too. Yay!
Check them out on Instagram.
It's funny, for Justin just got in the water and he was like, oh weird, it's warm. And it kind of is like, it's not hot and it's not cold, so it kind of feels a little bit like pea water. So you do have to like get used to the fact that it's just warm water. But it is so beautiful.
And then the kids had a great time, and it's definitely deep enough that they can actually swim. There is a decent current that goes right down the middle of the river, so you need to be careful.
But there are small dams built up with rocks, and so...
They wouldn't go far if you lost your kid.
Yeah, they just tumble over and...
go down to the next one. Our next stop were the tunnels and the caves.
Yeah, there's an underwater... I mean, not underwater, but it's water in a cave.
It was amazing. Let me just backtrack real quick, though. Don't bring big backpacks. Don't bring big items. They don't let you bring in anything, or you'll have to pay to check them into a locker, which will cost you 50 pesos. Yeah.
Yeah, and leave your guns at home.
Guns at home.
Yeah.
So they're more strict there of what you can bring in. You also want to be sure that all your electronics are waterproof, because if you're going to go through waterfalls...
There's an amazing waterfall. It's literally like off of a freaking movie.
Wasn't it? Yeah, like it's what you think of as like paradise. It was peaceful. It was beautiful.
And it's hot water. It's cool.
And
it's much warmer than the river was.
It was so cool. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend that spot. We also wish we had a flashlight.
Yeah, you could buy a flashlight that's waterproof near the entrance for like 140 pesos, someone told me, which is $7-8. But we went with our kids. The reason that I would recommend doing it, though, is because once you get in there where the big cavern is, everybody's in there hanging out, but then there's an offshoot, and then you go up, and there's another offshoot that goes pretty deep in, and it's completely pitch black, but there's water in there. It's so cool. It's like really cool.
You could totally explore way more.
Yeah, I followed somebody that had a flashlight, so I was like in the dark, and then I saw way off in the distance a flashlight, so I like got over to them, and I was like, Please don't leave me. I don't want to die.
So if you want to be independent, bring your own
Yeah, bring your own flashlight. So.
But that was we really enjoyed it, and so did the kids.
Yeah, we don't go back there.
Beautiful. So that was our second spot. And then the final place that we went to visit were Las Positas.
Yeah,
or the
like
little
pools of water on the sides of the mountain.
And that
the
also
thermal waters.
That was beautiful,
Hot
but
springs.
definitely our kids' favorite spot.
Yeah, because they could just relax and have fun in a relatively safe area. Sorry.
So
I had to yawn.
So the last spot we went to, we visited the pools.
Yes, the ones on the side of the mountains with the thermal water.
Thermal water. Oh, I want to say, all of this thermal water, none of it smelled like sulfur. I don't know if any of you have visited.
Oh yeah, because we've been to other hot springs,
Hot
and
springs.
this stinks, man.
Yeah.
But this one, no
These
stinking,
don't.
no.
They're so blue. Anyway, just amazing. So that was, our kids had a blast there. There are pools that were shallow enough that like even my 2-year-old nephew could walk without us worrying, kind of like kiddie pool style. They had ones that were deeper where the kids could actually swim and play a little game of Marco Polo.
Marquito, Polito.
They had a they even had like kind of natural slides that the rocks made that you could like slide down. So yeah, we spent the most time there. Our kids had a blast. In the future, we would probably stay at the hotel right by those Las Positas just because.
Yeah, because you just basically walk out your back door and you go down and you're there, yeah?
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and our kids could be out. Well, they're there all day anyway. So those are the main attractions. Our kids had so much fun. They played really, really well. We, you just have to walk a lot of stairs. So be ready for that.
Yeah, my calves, I'm not going to lie, they were super, super sore. I thought I had some sort of like leg disease after. Because
just going up and down.
2 or 3 days
everywhere
later,
you
my
go,
calves
it's
were
up and down stairs. Yeah,
pain.
And carrying all these kids and stuff. So just be ready for a lot of walking.
It's true. Maybe if we didn't have kids, my legs wouldn't hurt so much.
So now, tips for packing. What things we should bring. We've talked about some of these, but for sure bring water shoes. We haven't talked about that. Bring water shoes. There's some slippery areas.
Yeah.
There's some pokey
Plus,
rocks.
you're in a river. I mean, you want to, you're going to be walking on.
You'll be in and out
so
of
bring
water.
your reef shoes, your water shoes.
Yeah, water shoes.
If you're susceptible to sunburns, bring sunscreen.
Sunscreen. I would also bring bug repellent because there were some mosquitoes. I got 2 mosquito bites on my toes in the middle of the night. Oh, worst feeling. Bring mosquito repellent. Bring waterproof flashlight. Make sure all your electronics are waterproof or in waterproof sealed bags. Things that you're going to want to bring with you.
Yeah, or if you have a GoPro. Hint, hint.
I know, he wants it.
I want a GoPro. Somebody, you guys want to buy me a GoPro? Anyway.
Number 6.
No waterproof.
Bring, you messed me up.
Oh, sorry.
Bring floaties for your kids or whatever you might need for playing in the pools, because that's fine.
Or your husband.
Bring your husband.
No,
Bring
floaties for your husband.
Bring your husband and his floaties. Bring cash for everything you might need.
Yeah, because they don't take
No cards.
cards there.
No cards. Bring your own pillow if you don't like lumpy pillows.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty much it.
I think that's all our tips.
I mean, I always bring a backpack with like all of my snorkeling gear and my nunchuck gill and stuff like that.
Make sure your gas tank is full. There's no gas anywhere near.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fill up on your way and fill up. Yeah, because you got to make it there and back.
Yep.
We love Tolantongo.
True that. It was really cool, guys. And if you haven't seen it, I think you're gonna see it now. It was amazing.
Make sure.
Amazing.
We love Tolantongo.
We do love Tolantongo. Wait, are you starting over?
Wait, now we're starting, right?
Oh. We love
Tolantongo.
Tolantongo! Please give everyone a like, subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you here next time on Mommy Perms. Oh yeah, sorry, there you go. Para la madrina. Aquí chicos, arriba.
Ojo de vidrio y nariz de bajo.